Hey, how's it
I'm
going?
going Cleary. Nope.
Oh, God dang it. I told you I was starting.
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant. Hey, it's cool.
It's okay.
Go with it.
This is Bloodlines Comics. I'm Nick Rieger. I'm here with Colton Cleary. Today, we're going to talk about Perry Comics, and they're based out of Indianapolis, I believe, right?
Yes, actually, I believe they are.
Yep,
So,
yep.
in our very own home state.
Yep, and PerryComicsPress.com is where we can buy these comics, and we will remind you at the ending of the video of where to buy the comics again. So, to be honest, what do you think about these guys, Colt?
I think they were great. They're action packed, except for the one that made me think a little bit more of Archie. That was more like a drama type of deal. Which still, even though it was that way, it kept you entertained throughout it. So,
Yeah.
what were your thoughts, Nick?
I loved them. They were just two guys, kind of like you and me, trying to get into the business. It kind of inspired me because he did say it took him a while to get into it and kind of have their first comics made. And, we were what, 2-3 months in, and we were like, we're not doing anything. And we were kind of freaking out about it. But with talking to them, it was like, oh, we have time. We can do this. You know what I mean?
Yep. You got all your life to make your first comic, but you only got 6 months to make the next.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to say it.
That's more of a quote from Bon Jovi about making your first CD and second CD.
Oh, well, I was more worried about old Metro Squad here, not Bon Jovi. We're talking about comics, Colt. Metro Squad, Circo City. I loved it. It's about a band, and really it's about a band just trying to start out, and they really kind of go against another band, and it's kind of a battle.
I think you're talking about the garage one, Jeff's Garage. You were showing us the Metro Squad.
They kind of.
There you go. They do go. They are connected.
Sorry.
Their
Anyway,
universes are connected. So.
Yes. So they kind of go together. But Jeff's Garage, I enjoyed it because the writing, the artwork, honestly, they didn't have so many spaces. They made bigger spaces, and that's kind of my style. I like that. It shows more, and, it really gives detail in it. And, it's about this band, and they're trying to make it. You know what I mean? And they go for it, and they're trying to win a contest, and they end up in a little fight. But before that, Captain Spike gets introduced.
Ooh,
and that's the first issue I showed that's Captain Spike. And honestly, I love the cover art, and that's how he looks throughout the cover, or through the comic. And it honestly, as two guys that are trying to make their own comic, it brings me to a point to where it's like, it's okay to be like that, because we were so worried, but then we meet these guys, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's other people like us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They made it very interesting, very action packed. They write just enough story just to let your brain think, but they give you just as much action as you truly need to have in a comic book to make it fun again. Like Marvel and DC, not to bash on them or anything, but they don't need to try and get any more people. The people just show up. These guys, I feel like you get more of the passion in this one.
Oh, absolutely. And I remember we were standing there, and this is from Indiana Comic-Con, and we asked them for their autographs, and at first they were kind of like, okay, yeah, you know what I mean? And that's how I want people to act towards us. Just we have that respect to where we want them to sign our comics, and it just seemed, I don't know, it just seemed cool. They were down to earth guys, and they were like, okay, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. They were great guys. And that's why I wanted to make sure to go back after because I read the comic books that night. Like they were so good. I just went right through them. And I wanted to make sure to go back that next day like we did and tell them, hey, you guys are doing a great job. Keep up the good work on it. I can't wait to see your next issues, and make this one of the regular ones I want to buy as it comes out.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and that's kind of why we're doing the review. Is we want to blow them up. We want to help each other out. We're trying to get us started. We're trying to get them started, and that's and a bunch of others. And that's the great thing about Indiana Comic Con or any Comic Con is it brings locals together.
Yeah, gives you a chance to meet these people too. Talk to them face to face. See, you can ask them questions about their work. How long they've been doing it and stuff. Which we didn't get to talk to the first guy. I believe his name is Melvin Perry, but the second guy, I believe his name's Matt Allen, and he's known as Duck. And
that's what he is. So
he's been doing it for 4 years. So it takes time to make comic books.
We talked to Melvin Perry a little bit, but really, like you said, is Matthew Allen, Duck. He was cool, and it's nice to have local people like that, and maybe we can get together with him one day and kind of see where things go.
Yeah, pick his brain, see what he knows, see what's inspired him to do it. Hopefully, we should reach out to him and see if he wants to do an interview sometime. I would definitely enjoy that. He seemed like a real cool dude to kick it with.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Melvin Perry did too.
We have another part, Attack Nation, which I'm going to let you go over that because you seem to really like Attack Nation. So
I was pretty excited about Attack Nation. So, anyways, we go right on into this universe where there was some type of war that happened, and then all of a sudden there's this mysterious man in this room full of barrels that just rigged to explode, and it was real cool looking in how he was and sat there. And whenever it blows, all of a sudden it opens up into this new world for it to start happening, not like another universe, but more stuff started happening now. And so you got into your superhuman beings, your mutants, your cybernetic beings, your aliens, the mystics, magical mystics started showing up, all sorts of characters. And so he really jams it full of action and just keeps you going and keeps you interested. And then you go into the second issue, and it's more of a demonic character, your demonic hero. Like a Spawn type of feel. And he calls himself Demon Stroke. And Demon Stroke's really cool, with the flaming hair and whatnot. And he's got the power to open up Hell's Gates. And he carries 2 pistols. And he goes through, and at first you see all these other heroes, and they're losing to these demonic villains, and he comes in and he starts whooping some butt, and then whenever he comes across the main villains, though, they wind up swallowing his guns, and that's where you're left hanging. So I can't wait to see where that one goes. And then in issue 3, it was more of the Tank Master or something like that, Tank Smasher, I think his name was, and Major Alpha shows up, and he goes after this guy, and really, after reading these comics, you just feel cool from them. And definitely it gives you this it feels the need for the action and stuff, and I feel like this would be more of a weekly buy if it was possible to have. And until then I'm just going to read them once a week.
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely. I feel the same way. That's the way I felt with these guys is you got your main comics, and once a week they come out with their big one and big one and big one.
These guys definitely deserve that spot.
And they definitely do. And, it was real nice kind of reading them and then going back and talking to them after we already read their comics the day after. We only got to talk to Duck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, that was just, it was cool. It gave us, kind of inspired us. Like, okay, we should probably just pull the trigger on our comic. And that's how good that comic was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I can't wait to see more. And yeah, it definitely did inspire me to get on with our comic books that we're wanting to do together. We'll just have to wait and see with that one. But
We'll
there's
keep
more than
everybody
just,
posted.
huh?
I said we'll keep everybody posted.
Yeah. There's more than just a drive there. There's other parts of life that have to fall into place too. But
absolutely.
Definitely excited for this one. It was more like a Friday night read, Saturday night read, and enjoyed it. So you guys make sure if you are interested, perrycomicspress.com. That would be the place you could buy them from. So thanks for listening.
All right. See you guys.